Hi, Dr. Q here from Star Nursery. Even though it seems like we just got out of the really hot weather, now it's time to start thinking about the cold and its effects on our landscapes. Freezing temperatures can start as early as the end of this month and will sneak up on us if we're not prepared. That's why it's very important to make sure we add a good layer of mulch to insulate the soil around our plants. This 2 to 3 inch layer of mulch will act as an insulating blanket to protect the soil from freezing and keep the roots of the plants growing all winter. Fescue lawns should be fertilized right now to keep them from browning out with the first hard frost. You should now be cutting back on your watering to slow down the growth rate of your trees and shrubs. This will give them a chance to harden off and start into their winter mode so they don't produce as much tender new growth that can be damaged by the cold. This is particularly true for cactus, which should survive with a good soaking in mid-November and then no more water until late January or early February. When temperatures are forecast below freezing, make sure that your trees, shrubs, and flowers are not completely dry. These plants will survive a hard frost much better when the soil is moist around their roots. To protect the tops of your plants or flowers, you can use a protective cover like insulate thermal blanket or burlap draped around the plants. Remember to remove the covering during the day unless a cold wind is blowing or the temperatures remain below freezing. Our plants aren't the only things in our landscape that need protection from the cold. Exposed water pipes, irrigation lines, and pool equipment are also vulnerable to the cold damage. PVB or anti-siphon valves should be wrapped or covered to prevent costly repairs or replacement. Frostbite's PVB protector works great for this job. It's well insulated to protect your valves from freezing and breaking. Exposed pipes can be protected by prefabricated tube pipe insulation or insulated foam pipe wrap. Pool and spa equipment should be covered with an insulated blanket to prevent freezing as well. If a hard freeze is expected, drain your sprinkler or drip lines. This will prevent damage to pipes by the expansion of frozen water. To learn more about frost protection and winterizing your landscape before the cold sneaks up on you, see our Star Note number 115 at any Star location or at starnursery.com. Remember, Star Nursery is your local Christmas tree source. Be sure to shop early for the best selection. Trees will start arriving next week with 5 to 7 foot Douglas firs for just $29.88 each. And don't forget, I make house calls. Call 702-771-7827 to make an appointment. I'm Dr. Q, and I'll see you next week.